You're listening to the BigIron Buzz.
Welcome to our latest episode of the BigIron Buzz, where each week we'll bring to you the latest news and trends in the ag, real estate, and used equipment markets. This podcast is brought to you by BigIron Auctions and BigIron Realty, Rural America's premier online unreserved auction site, bringing you real connections, respected values, and real deals. Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Smith, and I'm the host of the BigIron Buzz. Whether you're looking for ag, transportation, or construction equipment, BigIron always has a great selection of inventory on our weekly online auctions. My guests today are District Managers Bill Benner, Joe Booth, and Brian Kenerick from here at BigIron, and we're going to take a look at what's for sale on the April 21st auction. Our first guest today is District Manager Bill Benner. Bill, let's start off with you telling everyone a little bit about yourself.
Well, hey, good afternoon, Ryan. As we said, my name is Bill Benner. I live in central Illinois, just north of Springfield. My background is just like the song says, I'm the son of a third-generation farmer. I've been with BigIron since November of 2019.
Before we start talking about equipment sales in your area, can you tell us where the farmers in your area are at right now? Have they kicked off planting season yet?
Yeah, it's actually pretty exciting times here in Illinois right now. From north to south, there's been a lot of field work getting done. Today it's 55. Mostly sunny. I can see neighbors planting corn. There's actually a lot more beans in the ground at this point than there is corn. What I've seen of wheat here in central Illinois, the wheat crop is looking really good.
You have a big sale this week for Doug Ronk Retirement, and he's located in Fairmont, Illinois. Can you tell us what the seller has for sale here?
Yeah, actually, Doug Ronk's sale is 4/21, so it'll conclude next Wednesday. And we have an open house, an equipment inspection day scheduled for tomorrow, April 16th from 10 to 2. So you can come out, you can look at this good equipment that Doug's got and enjoy lunch on BigIron. As far as equipment goes for Doug, I got 5 or 6 pieces here I want to note. Kicking it off, we've got a 2007 Case 7010 combine, one of the prettiest 7010s you're probably going to find around. The combine's got duals on it. It is 2-wheel drive. There's about 1,736 separator hours on it, and it does have the long auger. Next up, we've got a 2013 40-foot Case 2162 draper head. This draper head does have the self-contained transport wheels underneath of it too, so that was an option, as I understand it, for that model of draper head. Next, going right on down the line, I've got a 2011 Geringhoff corn head. That's a model RD800B. It's 8-row 30-inch, and it is set up for single-point hookup on a Case combine. Going next, I've got a 2010 New Holland T6050 front wheel assist loader tractor with about 2,653 hours. This tractor's got a power shift, and it does come with and includes an 840 TL loader bucket. Very nice shape for a loader tractor. The paint's good on it. The front end's good on it. Go to the website, have a look. This is one you won't be disappointed in. Next up, I've got a 2009, starting off some really sharp hay equipment for Doug. I've got a 2009 New Holland BR7090 round baler. This makes 5x6 bales, so they are the bigger bales. It runs on a small 1000 PTO shaft. The bale counter shows 13,507 bales on the machine, and it does have really good belts on it, so it's a good looking unit. Next up in the hay equipment is a 2016 New Holland 313 RDB disc bind. This disc bind is one that'll swing left or right, so that makes it very convenient, and it does have the quick change blades on it. And rounded out for Doug Ronk is a 2014 Vicon Andex 714T rotary rake. really fine rake for raking hay. And I will note here that in addition to Doug Ronk, there are some other lots at this same sale that's going to be listed under his father, Stephen Mead. So when you go to the site, take a look at both. I appreciate it.
Next up is District Manager Joe Booth. Joe, can you start out by telling us a little bit about yourself and where you're located?
Yeah, thanks, Ryan. I really appreciate being here this week. I've been with BigIron for about 2.5 years. I am the district manager for District 42 here in South Dakota. I guess that represents a little bit west of the Missouri River, about Interstate 90, and then the borders in the other two corners. As I said, been here 2.5 years. I've had a great time and really love the opportunity to get out, meet the producers out there, meet some dealers and folks in construction and transportation, and just talking about their great equipment and selling on BigIron.
Joe, you talk to a lot of folks in the ag industry week in and week out. What's the sentiment of farmers in South Dakota?
You know, the sentiments of the farmers in our district here in South Dakota seems to be a tremendous amount of optimism. And it's interesting when you talk to the dealers because there's optimistic pessimism, right? It's they're frustrated because nobody can get anything new. And then the byproduct of that really is the fact that our farmers are still looking to upgrade from what they have to something a little bit better. And without the option of new being there, we are seeing tremendous prices and tremendous selling in our area for really good operating equipment that's going to help them fulfill whatever needs they have in their operation because of the fact you can't buy new. So there's the grain prices are up, and the fact creates a little bit more revenue, and so wanting to spend in that area to upgrade without there being any new, it's a tremendous time for us here at BigIron.
Joe, give us a rundown of the equipment that's for sale in South Dakota this next week.
Well, Ryan, we've got a tremendous lineup coming up this week, starting with ABC Acres, located in Iroquois. Has 10 items for sale, including a 2014 New Holland T7 210 mechanical front-wheel drive tractor, a 2004 Case IH STX 500 four-wheel drive tractor, a 2003 MacDon 5020 mower conditioner, and a 1998 John Deere 7810 mechanical front-wheel drive tractor. Kip Erickson here in South Dakota selling a 2002 Magnum FT36 tender trailer, and also a 1980 Guthrie pup trailer. We also have Troy Anderson from Centerville selling a 2005 Case IH Ecolo Tiger 530B Ripper. A real nice piece. You want to check that out. Twisted Landing Cattle in Hitchcock, South Dakota is selling a 2009 Kenworth T800 truck tractor. Also another very nice, ready-to-go piece. And Ross Pittman, also here in South Dakota, selling a 1988 John Deere 4850 mechanical front-wheel drive tractor and a DMI Ecolo Tiger 730B Ripper. A lot of great items coming up here in the next week from South Dakota.
Thanks, Joe. Our final guest today is Brian Kenerick, otherwise known as BK. BK, let's start out with you telling our listeners a little bit about yourself.
Well, thanks, Ryan. I've been in the equipment industry about 30 years, the last 10 in the auction industry. And I've worked in many of the different verticals from construction equipment, ag, medium and light duty construction equipment, marine cranes, and really enjoy it and really enjoy the people that I work with and the people I get to meet.
Now, BK, you have some truly outstanding equipment coming up both on the April 21st auction and beyond. Let's start with the 21st sale, though. What can our listeners find here?
Well, Ryan, we've got some phenomenal trucks. I mean, right now, trucks are one of the hottest items in the market. And Mink, one of our national accounts, has several late model International ProStar Plus 113s tandem axle truck tractors. In Baltimore, we've got two 2017 122 models and a 2017 113 model. All these are low mileage units in great condition, and they are ready to go on the road today. And then in Philadelphia, I have two 2017 113s and two 2016 122s. Again, great looking trucks, great condition, and ready to go to work, just like the other ones I just mentioned. DLL Finance, we work with them very heavily, and right now they've got some incredible construction equipment values going on. These are all lease returns. They're scattered around the country, I'm sorry. April 21st, I've got a 2017 Hyundai HL970 wheel loader. This is a 5-yard wheel loader located in Grimesland, North Carolina. And then down the road in Fort Pierce, Florida, they've got a 2017 Hyundai 160 LC 9A excavator. Again, ready to go to work and make some money for you. Coming up on April 28th in Odessa, Texas, we have a 2014 Hyundai 300 LC 9A hydraulic excavator. It's about a 70,000-pound excavator, and it's ready to go. On May 5th, our final auction with DLL Finance on these lease returns. I had a 2017 Hyundai HL970 wheel loader out of Grimesland, North Carolina again. Again, this is a 5-yard loader. And I've got a 2014 Hyundai 300 LC 9A excavator down in Odessa, Texas. So some great equipment for someone who needs to either upgrade their current fleet or willing to get it or looking to get into the business and expand what they're currently doing. On the ag side, Agco Finance has two 2017 Rogator dry fertilizer applicators. One is located in Jonesboro, Arkansas, and the other is in Sikeston, Missouri. Great machines and in good condition. Mahindra is selling out of Houston, Texas, a number of like-new items. These are items that were returned from dealers for dealer defaults on their financial terms. So we've got a number of UTVs, about 6 of them, some 750s. They're all 4-wheel drive, some 1000s, and plus nearly a dozen Mahindra implements for their tractors. And then in Lyons, Kansas, you'll find a 2015 Mahindra 3550 4-wheel drive compact utility tractor with a loader. This is a great machine if you've got 10, 15, 25 acres and you want to do some playing around out there. This is a phenomenal machine for that. I'd like to note, if you miss out on this sale, you'll find more compact tractors and UTVs coming up on www.bigiron.com as well. We've got many more coming down the road. Lastly, Sun State Equipment out of Gardena, California. We've got a 2013 Genie GR12 vertical mass lift. This is a great unit for working with electrical, air conditioning, lighting, indoors, and the unit's ready to go.
Now, BK, before we leave, can you give us a sneak peek on the items that are coming up for sale from New York Industrial?
Absolutely, Ryan. These are some amazing products, I got to tell you. I physically went out to New York to look at these units and put my hands on them. And this stuff is ready to go to work, and these pieces are definitely well built. We've got all these models are year 2020. They're all basically unused, still in crates. I've got a Steelman 7-foot workbench. This is an industrial workbench with drawers and cabinets. Got 2 shipping containers, 40 by 8 foot. These are very unique in the fact that they have double doors down the sides of the containers and on one end. So they're great for creating storage containers for you storing locks or just somebody that has the need for storage on their property. Got some great Baler brand 14-foot biparting wrought iron gates. These gates are really slick. They've got some great figureheads on them. I think one's a lion or horses, or I'm not even sure what's on there. They had so many, I couldn't count them all, but these gates would make a great addition to anybody's front entryway. We've got some Blue Viper pressure washers with tanks, and then like new skid steer attachments, trenchers, vibratory rollers, and more. So some great products to expand your business and get you on the way to make some money.
That's our show for today. I'd like to thank our guests, Bill Benner, Joe Booth, and Brian Kenerick, and remind everyone that the equipment mentioned on today's show can be found on the April 21st auction on BigIron.com. For the Big Iron Buzz, I'm Ryan Smith. We'll catch you here next week.